allegedly my boyfriend broke up with me because I had gained weight. And so from then on, I have had complex. If you are tired of cooking all the time to eat healthy, this is the video for you. I'm going to share with you a boatload of convenience food items that I picked up from Walmart. All of them are no cook. All of them are high protein, lower calorie, healthy meals. Let's get right into it. Okay, so first up we have a snack pick. So this is the Fresh Cravings Honey Jalapeno Hummus along with the Joseph's Heart Healthy, or Heart Friendly, I guess, pita breads. If you guys have not tried these, they are awesome. It's only 70 calories per pita. And then I am a big proponent of making my own hummus, but I don't always have time to do that. This Fresh Cravings hummus is the best hummus that I have found prepackaged at my Walmart. I just like the honey jalapeno flavor. I like kind of that like sweet and spicy yin and yang. So if you're a fan of that also, you will really love this hummus. So what I've just done here for a quick high protein, low calorie snack is that I've taken 2 of the pita breads and I cut them into 8 pita chips each. I put them on some parchment paper on a baking tray. I sprayed them with avocado oil spray, sprinkled them with salt, turned them over, sprayed them again, sprinkled them with salt, and then I baked them at 400 degrees for about 10 minutes, flipping them halfway through. You definitely want to keep an eye on them because they will burn quickly. You could also crisp these up in your air fryer if you wanted to, and this is definitely something you can make ahead. And then I've got 4 tablespoons of that hummus in a little container here. So this snack altogether, which I would say is pretty substantial, is only 260 calories and 16 grams of protein. So this is definitely something that I'm going to be keeping on repeat. You could also throw some veggies in here. Some carrots would be good, cucumber, peppers, celery, whatever you have on hand. Let's give it a taste. One thing that I find difficult is like portioning out crunchy snacks, and so the fact that you can get all of those pita chips for so few calories is like a win in my book, and you could definitely serve them with any dip that you wanted to. Next up, we have a lunch idea, or you could also make this for dinner, but I have been excited to show you guys these for quite some time, and I can't remember if I have in a video yet. These are fairly new at my Walmart, so definitely check yours to see if they have these available as well. But these are the Taylor Farms mini chopped kits, and they come in several different flavors. I've had a couple of them. I've had the pizza ranch one before, it's very good. And then this is a new one I'm trying, the citrus crunch, but basically these are perfect for one serving. So if you guys have watched like my what I eat in a day videos, my what I eat in a week videos, you know that I love bagged salads. I use them a lot, but typically what I'll do is I'll portion one of those large bags out into 2 lunches along with like chicken or something like that. But these, you don't have to portion out. So even like I can imagine throwing one of these in my bag when I go to work along with the Tupperware. You can mix it up fresh for lunch. And then something that I would suggest pairing with it is the rotisserie chickens from Walmart. Now these are a little bit more costly than Costco. This one, for example, was $6.97, and I know the ones at Costco are still $5, but if you're like me and you live in a place where you don't have Costco, my nearest Costco is like 45 minutes away. The ones from Walmart are great. I actually have this one in my fridge and I've used it for a couple different salads. I'm probably gonna take the carcass and use it to make a chicken noodle or chicken rice soup. But rotisserie chickens are a great way to get extra protein in. And they're really not, I mean, obviously they're more expensive than buying a whole chicken and doing it yourself. But the time that it's gonna save you, especially if you're busy and you just need like some good, you know, lean protein, this is definitely the way to go. If you guys have tried these, let me know. I would love to know how you like them. Definitely recommend the Pizza Ranch one, and I'll let you know in a subsequent video what I think of the Citrus Crunch one as well. I know there's also, I think maybe an Everything Ranch and then a Green Goddess Ranch, so check those out. Okay, so this next product is definitely one of my favorites, and if you've watched my channel before, you've seen me eat these a lot, but this is the Real Good Foods lightly breaded chicken nuggets. These come in a bag in the freezer section. If they are available in my super small town Walmart, I'm sure that yours will have them as well. Real Good Foods actually has a lot of different convenience food items that I'm a super big fan of. They have some chicken burritos available at Costco that are delicious, and I need to buy more the next time I get there. They're like only 440 calories and like over 30 grams of protein. It's insane. But 4 ounces of these chicken nuggets have only 130 calories and 23 grams of protein. So what I will do a lot actually is I will heat these up in the air fryer for lunch or sometimes dinner even. and I'll kind of chop them up if they're in larger pieces, and then I'll add them to a bagged salad. I do that a lot for lunch. It's a great way to get in kind of some extra protein with that like crispy chicken feel, obviously without frying it. The other thing that I've done with these is just toss them in buffalo sauce, and the hack that I have is that if you like buffalo chicken mac and cheese, like who doesn't, you can actually make a buffalo chicken mac and cheese for only 440 calories and 41 grams of protein. I actually gave this to Connor for lunch today and he loved it. I've had it before for lunch, but basically you cook one of these Lean Cuisines. These are the Protein Kick Vermont white cheddar mac and cheese. I've had this before, it's delicious. Heat it up in the microwave and then heat some of these Real Good Foods chicken nuggets up in the air fryer. I tossed the chicken nuggets with this sauce, which you can also get at Walmart. This is the Buffalo Wild Wings medium sauce. And then I just put it on top of the mac and cheese, drizzle it with a little more buffalo sauce, top it with some green onions. You could also put blue cheese or some ranch on there if you wanted. And that comes out to like a really great meal that you don't really have to cook for low calories and high amount of protein. Who can beat that? Let me know if you guys have tried it. It's really, really good. The other thing you can do with these is copycat Chick-fil-A. So heat some of these up in the air fryer along with a serving of the Great Value waffle cut fries, because everyone knows that Chick-fil-A has waffle fries and they are delicious, dipped in the Chick-fil-A sauce. Now this is the G. Hughes sugar-free, what they call famous Cluckin' sauce, and you can find this at Walmart as well, or at least my Walmart has it. 2 tablespoons. It's a little bit high in calories, 100 calories, but obviously you can dip your fries and the chicken in this. You could also probably add some barbecue. That tends to be a little bit less in calories, especially the G. Hughes sugar-free barbecue sauce. And I think that is an awesome lunch as well. Don't sleep on like the frozen fries. I know a lot of people when they're doing like calorie deficit, you know, low calorie, high protein diets, they don't necessarily think about potatoes. And obviously potatoes themselves aren't really high in protein, but they're fairly decent in calories. And I have done way too many low carb diets, like Atkins, South Beach, keto, all of that in my life to give up potatoes. So I'm here to tell you, don't sleep on the frozen potatoes. Even these waffle fries, a serving only has 130 calories. You might even have enough calories to do 2 servings of that. Now, one thing I will say is that, especially with frozen food like this, is that I don't actually weigh it out until after I cook it. Obviously, when it's in its frozen state like this, it's gonna have quite a bit of water in it because it's coated in ice and it just hasn't been cooked yet. So I typically weigh it out after I cook it just to make sure that I'm getting an accurate measurement. If you want a recommendation for a really great food scale that is super inexpensive, this is my favorite one that I've gotten from Amazon. I've used it for the past, I would say over a year. I've had this for over a year. I like it because basically you can put your bowl on it, tear the scale, and then add your toppings so you can kind of, you know, measure as you go. And then I also just like the layout of it. So even if you have kind of like a large bowl on here, you can still see the readout, but definitely recommend this scale if you're looking for one. Another thing that you can do is toss these with the buffalo sauce, like I said, and then also grab some of this Bolthouse Farms classic ranch dressing. This stuff tastes really good, and it has like, I want to say like it has like half the calories of Hidden Valley. This is only only 50 calories for 2 tablespoons of ranch dressing. So you can use this for a dip for veggies, but I also like it if I'm doing like buffalo chicken tenders. You can dip those in here for not a ton of calories, and this is also really good on salads as well. The other flavors that I've tried of the Bolthouse Farms are the Caesar dressing, which is good. The honey mustard is good. And then they also have a blue cheese one that is lower in calories if you like blue cheese. Okay, so I am not just interested in food convenience items. I am interested in any type of convenience items. And today's video is sponsored by Scentbird. I have been working with them for a long time here on my channel because I absolutely love their products. Have you ever bought like a full bottle of perfume and found like after a couple weeks that you aren't sure if you like the scent anymore, and now you're stuck with this whole bottle of perfume? Well, Scentbird is a fragrance subscription service, and it lets you try new designer fragrances for just $17 a month, which is an awesome price for designer fragrances. With each fragrance, you get a 30-day supply to try it out, and they come in these fun little vials. So basically you slip them in the plastic cover, you can lock I would always do this when I put them in my travel bag, and then you can unlock to spritz. They have a lot of perfumes and colognes and also a lot of unisex fragrances too. You can actually go on their site and take a quiz to find out what fragrances might be best for you. This one is actually one of my favorites that I got this month. It is Confessions of a Rebel. Get a Room and Order Champagne. And this one has notes of raspberry, mandarin, and jasmine. It smells delightful. I also got this one, which is Mind Games. This one has notes of passion fruit, tonka bean, and freesia. It smells delicious as well. The other one I wanted to share with you guys, this one is Celestial Patchouli. It has notes of patchouli, cedarwood, and cinnamon bark. One tip that you might not know about fragrances is they actually work best if you have moisturized skin because the fragrance will stick to your skin that way and it will last a lot longer. So if you guys want to discover your new signature scent, I highly recommend Scentbird. It is such an awesome idea for a subscription service, especially for someone like me who loves to always try new fragrances. I'll have a QR code on the screen right here so you can scan that with your phone, or there will also be a link in the description box below. Use my promo code Chapin. That's gonna give you 55% off your first month. Yes, I said 55%. That's actually only about $8 for your first month. So highly encourage you to try out Scentbird. Once again, the link will be in the description box below. Use code Chapin for 55% off your first month. I know you guys are gonna love it. So I've also been loving these Chobani Complete yogurt smoothies. They have 20 grams of protein in them for only 170 calories. They're really great for on the go, so I like packing them in my work bag. And then for a little afternoon sweet treat, sometimes if I have an afternoon coffee, I'll dip these original biscotti in them. So good. I just love the original almond flavor. It's delicious. I have a variety of these on my coffee bar, and I have one almost every afternoon for a sweet treat. These Wasa multigrain crisp breads are really great for if you want to top them with like lunch meat and cheese, or a lot of times I'll top them with tuna salad. Sometimes I eat them with cottage cheese. They're only 35 calories per crisp bread. So it's a lot lower in calories than a lot of crackers, and I find them to be really great. I recently also tried this Zoop brand spicy chicken enchilada soup. It was very good, only 300 calories for the whole jar, which filled up a bowl. I topped it with a little bit of sour cream and some cheese and some crushed up tortilla chips, and it was a really great lunch. Also, I wanted to highlight this Queso Blanco. It's the Great Value brand. I also a lot of times will get the Pace brand Queso Blanco, but they were out of it this time. This has great macros if you want to use it in a burrito bowl. It's only 40 calories for 2 tablespoons. I normally go ahead and weigh it, but it tastes great. All right, so I want to take a minute to talk about frozen meals. And I know this is always a hot topic online because everyone has their opinions, but personally, I think that convenience food has a place in our lives, especially for those of us that are working moms. Like I hear all the time from you guys in my comments, we don't always have time to be meal prepping every week, making everything from scratch. Like we have to take some help from the store where we can get it, right? And honestly, a lot of these frozen dinners, especially for lunches, if you add like a salad or maybe some fruit on the side, can be a really delicious lunch for not a whole lot of calories. I have loved this Smart Ones frozen meal forever, and those of you that are dieting OGs will know that Smart Ones is actually a Weight Watchers brand, or maybe it used to be a Weight Watchers brand. I'm not sure. Weight Watchers is now called WW, but anyway, this is a chicken enchilada suiza. Now, is this like the same as like a delicious chicken enchilada meal that you're gonna get from a Tex-Mex restaurant? No, but is it decent for not a lot of calories in a frozen meal? Yes, I actually really like it. So basically it comes with 2 chicken enchiladas. It's got like this actually really good sour cream sauce along with some rice. I normally just top it with a little bit of sour cream. If I have cilantro on hand, I like to add cilantro to it as well. But you guys have probably seen me eat this for lunch if you've watched my What I Eat in a Day videos. If you haven't watched those, I have a whole playlist of a bunch of those I made fairly recently, so I'll link that down below. But this is only 290 calories. 12 grams of protein, so not huge on the protein, but you could definitely add a couple things to it. Normally I would add like a side salad on the side of this, or maybe a yogurt, but especially if you work outside the home, like you guys know, I worked in hospitals for a long time, and now I work from home, but I also travel. And so I would eat frozen dinners for lunch all the time when I worked at the hospital. Like, I have no shame in that game. So definitely check this one out if you haven't tried it yet. Okay, so this is a new one that we just tried today, actually. And I'm not sure if this line is new by Lean Cuisine, but it's the Protein Kick. So this is a pepperoni pizza, and basically you can cook it in the microwave or the oven. I did cook this in the microwave. It has like a little fold out tray, crisping tray, I guess you would say, that you can cook it in the microwave. But for this little kind of personal pizza, it's only 390 calories and 21 grams of protein. I think this would be a really decent lunch with maybe one of those bagged side salads. I think that is solid. I actually made this for lunch today and I tried it. Does it taste like a personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut? No. Of course it doesn't. Is it decent for like a healthier, high protein pepperoni pizza? Yes, I would eat this for lunch at work any day, paired with a salad. I think it is definitely a decent choice. So if you see these in your Walmart or any of your other grocery stores, definitely check them out if you like pizza. These are kind of newer at my Walmart, so I'm not sure if they're newer at every Walmart, but these are the Scott and John's frozen dinners. Now this one is a shrimp scampi with linguine, and I saw on the Walmart website that they also had, I think, like a shrimp and butter with rice one as well. But what really got me about this is that it's only 260 calories and 17 grams of protein, which some of these frozen dinners are like so crazy low in calories that I feel like it's a good lunch option, because you can also like add other things to it. And it sort of goes back to that principle of like volume eating, right? So if you're eating like less calorically dense foods, you can eat like a whole lot more of them. And so I'm looking forward to trying this. Let me know if you guys have tried it yet. It's basically just says it's shrimp scampi in a sauce with linguine, tomatoes, and spinach. Definitely looking forward to trying this one. Okay, so this next meal is kind of insane. This is the Lean Cuisine herb roasted chicken. It also is labeled Protein Kick. I think they've started labeling some of theirs Protein Kick because that's like such a big thing on social media right now. Anyway, you know, diets go through trends, all of that. I've had this one before and it's really good. This is only 180 calories for this whole package. I mean, basically it's just a chicken breast with veggies, but you get potatoes in there too. And so I have even gotten these before and ate 2 of them for lunch, because they're 18 grams of protein each. So if you eat 2 of these, it's what, okay, so it's 360 calories, 36 grams of protein. Like, that's a very solid lunch. You could even have like some cottage cheese on the side or a salad if you wanted it. But yeah, I definitely recommend this one. This one is still in the package, but I have tried this before and it's really good, so I recommend it. You guys have seen me make like frozen omelets and things like that before, and sometimes I get crucified for that in my comments. You're like, why are you eating frozen eggs? That's disgusting. I have like an egg like ick sometimes, because I did the Atkins diet when I was in high school, because allegedly my boyfriend broke up with me because I had gained weight. And so from then on, I have had complex. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. My complex happened way before that. Anyway, I did the Atkins diet when I was in high school, and basically all I ate for like a year straight was like eggs, cheese, jello, chicken. Like, there was like 10 things I ate and I didn't care because I just wanted to be skinny. Anyway, I have a thing about eggs. However, what I have found is that frozen eggs, for some reason, I can tolerate a lot better, which is odd. So a lot of times I will get the Eggland's Best frozen omelets, and I really like having those for breakfast, along with some cottage cheese and maybe some toast or hash browns. But I've had this one before. It's one of the Smart Ones meals. It's the ham and cheese scramble. It actually comes with scrambled eggs, ham, and roasted potatoes with cheese. This one is only 200 calories. Like, that's crazy, right? 18 grams of protein. So again, even if you wanted to have 2 of these, you probably could. You know, this is a great option instead of like stopping at Casey's for breakfast pizza or stopping at, you know, McDonald's on the way to work. Definitely check the Smart Ones breakfast out. They're pretty good. I've had several of them. Okay, and then a couple of other of the Real Good Foods chicken meals that I have on hand that I wanted to show you are the chicken cordon bleu. So this is actually stuffed chicken. These come out for 1 piece to 250 calories and 28 grams of protein, which I think is really great. I've cooked these before in the oven for either dinner or lunch, have a salad on the side. It's a great meal. And then this one is actually bacon wrapped stuffed chicken. This one I actually got at Hy-Vee. Some of the Real Good Foods products, you kind of have to search around and see where you can find them at. This one is a little bit higher in calories because of the bacon, but for 1 piece, it's 400 calories and 31 grams of protein. I definitely don't think that is bad. And I would recommend cooking this one in the oven. I've tried to cook it in the air fryer before and it doesn't turn out quite as well. I think the heat is just too high. They do take a little bit to cook because they are obviously frozen raw, so you have to kind of cook them from raw. But I definitely do recommend these if you've never tried them. Again, just another convenience item. One of the things that I tried to get, but they were out of stock, is the Real Good Foods tacos and enchiladas. If you've never tried those, I have tried a lot of them before and they're all really good. So the enchiladas are actually wrapped in chicken as a shell, which sounds weird, but they actually are really good. So they're very low in calories but high in protein. And then they also have tacos, which those are really good in the air fryer. It's kind of like a chicken shell. They have I know they have like a green salsa chicken taco that I've tried before and it's really good. So basically any of their products I definitely recommend, especially for, you know, quick dinners and lunches. It's a great option. Okay, so next up we're gonna talk yogurt, which I love for a bedtime snack or also for breakfast or even an afternoon snack as well. I've tried all of the yogurts, so let me know which one is your guys' favorite, especially if you're looking for like high protein, low sugar yogurt. For me, it's the Dannon Light and Fit. These are only 80 calories, but they have 12 grams of protein. I think 12 or 11, depending on which one you get. This one is a strawberry cheesecake. I've had it before, it's delicious. Key lime, I've had that before too. The other thing is they have tons of different flavors and they always have seasonal flavors. This one is banana cream, but here's the thing is that I very rarely eat these plain. Now, obviously you can for 80 calories, that's pretty good. However, I like to jazz them up with some granola. So I typically always keep some type of granola in the house. This one is actually, I think, the Nature Valley low sugar vanilla yogurt, and you don't really need a whole lot on there. So typically what I'll do is I'll put my yogurt in a bowl, I'll put it on the scale, I tare it, and then I just add like a couple scoops. I have a little scooper in here of granola, and then I weigh it out and figure it out depending on the nutrition. Obviously, I'm not gonna use a whole serving of granola on here, so it's gonna add a negligible amount of calories, but then I'll also bulk it up with some fruit. So depending on what I have on hand, I'll chop up some bananas and add that on there. If I have berries on hand, like blueberries, strawberries, obviously I'll add that. You can add chopped up apple, but it's a great way to have like a little sweet treat, especially if you're someone who likes to have something sweet after dinner. You know, once you get this with the granola and the fruit, you can have this kind of sweet treat for around 200 calories. So it's definitely a good deal macro wise, and it's delicious. Okay, so again, for snacks, I really love these Taylor Farms packaged snacks that you can get from Walmart. This one actually has broccoli and ranch in it with carrots, and then it has a turkey and a cheese stick too. I actually made a video, I feel like it was a long time ago, but I'll link it down below, basically where I recreated all of these little snacks that you could make at home, and it was a really fun video and you guys liked it a lot. So if you haven't seen that, definitely watch that. But these are really good if obviously you don't want to make your own. They're not that expensive, and this one, for example, 260 calories and 9 grams of protein, not bad. However, if you do want to make your own and you're looking for some turkey sticks, Aldi actually has my favorites, but I don't always go to Aldi. However, Walmart carries these turkey sausage sticks, and they're a pretty good size. You can actually have 2 sticks for 80 calories and 7 grams of protein. So typically what I do is I have a couple of these paired with a couple string cheese and maybe an apple, and that is a great low calorie, high protein afternoon snack. Okay, so everyone talks about air popped popcorn as like a huge diet hack. However, I don't always have like the time or the resources to be just like popping popcorn on my own. I prefer microwave popcorn. So if you can find this, I definitely recommend it. I don't recommend the name. I don't like the name Skinny Girl. Like, can we move on? Can we move on from the skinny names? However, this is really good popcorn, and they have a butter one as well. So this one is the lime and salt popcorn, which is very good if you like kind of that lime flavor. I don't know, it's definitely unconventional, but I definitely like this as a snack. It's only 160 calories for a whole bag of this popcorn, so it's definitely something I have quite often as an afternoon snack if I don't want to have a ton of calories, or even as a bedtime snack as well. We also, like I said, just have a plain butter flavor, but definitely recommend this if you can find it. I'm not a huge sweets person, but if you are, these skinny dipped almonds are delicious, and they come in many different flavors and types. They actually have like peanuts as well, and cashews. These were the ones that I picked up this week. These are the dark chocolate cocoa skinny dipped almonds. Only 140 calories for a serving, which is 1 ounce or 28 grams, 4 grams of protein. But if you want something a little bit sweet, even like pair it with the popcorn I just showed you, this is definitely a good snack. Like obviously like other kind of like chocolate covered things, they just use kind of like this thin shell of chocolate rather than like a huge shell of chocolate. So that's why they're a little bit lower calorie, but these are really good if you haven't tried them. Okay, so you guys have probably seen me use the Quest chips before, but I really like this flavor, the nacho cheese Quest chips, to use for taco salads. So a lot of times when I make tacos for dinner for my family, I will strategically make more taco meat than I need so that I can have some left over, because it makes such a great lunch. And basically you can make like a walking taco or a taco salad out of these, just like you would Doritos, except this whole bag of chips is only 150 calories and 18 grams of protein. And they're actually quite good and crunchy. Once you mix them with like your taco meat, you know, I'll put a little bit of cheese in there, lettuce, tomato, sour cream, hot sauce, whatever. You really can't taste the difference, I don't think. I know they have different flavors of these, and I have ordered them also from Amazon in like larger packages. They're a little bit cheaper that way. They also have, I think, a chili lime flavor, and then there's also like a taco flavor, which is really good. Any of them are really good. I have not tried the ranch ones yet, and I don't necessarily prefer to eat these like plain, just like chips, but in a taco salad, I definitely like them. Okay, so these are not from Walmart, but I wanted to show you them anyway, because I am also gonna show you the whipped cream cheese from Walmart. However, if you haven't heard of Western Bagel, they make high protein, lower calorie bagels that are like super delicious. Like, you obviously can't feel these right now because you're not like here with me, but they're like very soft, just like regular bagels are. So they have like lots of different varieties on their site, which I'll link down below. I reached out to them to get a discount code as well. So if that's available, I will add that in the description box if you want to try them. These actually just came yesterday, so I need to get them in the freezer. They actually recommend you store them in the freezer to make sure that they don't go bad at room temperature. These ones are the everything bagels, and for one bagel, it's only 140 calories and 19 grams of protein. Pair this with some whipped cream cheese from Walmart. If you buy the whipped cream cheese, it actually has less calories, obviously, because they whip it with air and it's not as dense, but 2 tablespoons of this is only 50 calories. So you've got yourself a bagel and cream cheese that is going to be macro friendly. These are the Healthy Grain Perfect 10 bagels, and these have 140 calories and 20 grams of protein. So I definitely recommend these. Even Adam had one for breakfast this morning, and he's like, yeah, he's like, I mean, obviously I can tell it's not like a traditional bagel. However, I think like the Lenders, I used to buy like the Lenders Everything bagels, like the full size ones. I think those have like over 300 calories each. So he said for, you know, a lower calorie, higher protein, low carb bagel, that they're actually really good, and he would recommend me continue to buy them. If you're into sweet bagels, they also have, I know they have like cinnamon sugar and blueberry and tons of different options on their website. So definitely check that out, and then pair it with some whipped cream cheese. All right, so I know a lot of people out there are cottage cheese haters, and if you are one of those people, I'm probably not gonna change your mind. However, If you haven't tried cottage cheese or you do like cottage cheese, I definitely recommend it, especially if you're watching your calories and trying to get more protein, because the macros on it are just so awesome. So I have a couple different kinds here. I cannot find the Good Culture at my Walmart. I have to get it at Hy-Vee. However, it has the best macros for the best taste. I think half a cup is only 80 calories and 14 grams of protein. Like, you can't beat that. This is the kind that I typically get if I'm buying it from Walmart. This is the AE Dairy 2%. It's 90 calories and 12 grams of protein. It has really great flavor. I usually like to eat it for breakfast along with some eggs and potatoes, or I also will eat it for a bedtime snack with some crackers. The other thing that I just found, okay, I did not find this at my Walmart. I found it at Hy-Vee. However, let me know if you guys have seen this in the stores. This is whipped smooth cottage cheese. And if you've watched any like Instagram shorts or TikTok or reels, or I'm sorry, it would be YouTube shorts. YouTube shorts, I can't keep all this straight. I was gonna say I was such a boomer. No, I'm such a millennial. Instagram reels, YouTube shorts, or TikTok. A lot of people have been using cottage cheese in recipes to make different things. I've seen it used in like cheese sauce for mac and cheese or different dips. So I decided to try this, and it's really good. So this is the AE Dairy whipped smooth cottage cheese. It's 4%, so it is a little bit higher in fat and calories. Half a cup has 110 calories and 12 grams of protein. So I did try this actually the other night. I just dipped a few crackers in it, and that's basically what it is. Like, it's cottage cheese just like put through a blender. And so I was trying to kind of think of the ways that you could use this, and I'm definitely gonna look up some more recipes, but I know for sure you could use it as a veggie dip. So what I was thinking is, you know how sometimes you get like the ranch dips and it's like the serving size is 2 tablespoons, and it's like, who really uses 2 tablespoons of dip, right? So what I was thinking is you could get a half a cup of this, mix it with some ranch powder. You could have like some cucumbers, carrots, celery, whatever you want. And you're getting your veggies in along with some protein and a delicious dip. The other thing that I saw, this is the Hy-Vee Seasons magazine that just came out, is they actually have a healthier buffalo chicken dip meal makeover in their magazine this month, and it actually calls for blended cottage cheese. And so I think that a lot of people are also substituting this for cream cheese in different recipes, because the texture and the flavor are kind of similar, but obviously it's a lot less calories and fat. So I'm definitely gonna be trying this recipe with the whipped cottage cheese as well. But let me know if you guys have seen that in your area. Okay, so I hope this gave you guys some good ideas about what to pick up on your next grocery trip if you are looking to get back on track with your nutrition on this new year. Let me know if you've tried any of these products. And if you wanna see my last video where I got my butt up off the couch trying to beat my depression, you can click this video here. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.